Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. I'm a little winded because I just finished scraping my canvas to get rid of some of the lumps. And I am going to endeavor to make as simple escape as I can possibly make, and it may only be a stage one, but it might get what I want done. I'm going to use a puddle of white right down the center, and put some Anita's white metallic in there and everything else, a dribble of everything else. And I'm going to want it to go from side to side and then across the top, and possibly as low as I can make it go if it wants to. I see that thing that does not belong. I think I got a bad batch of Floetrol, and I think a vast number of my bottles of paint have been affected by Floetrol insinuations. I used to call them boogers. Alright, so now the Artist Loft is going to be joined by the Anita's because it just creates a different texture. I'm not sure there's enough of that there. I'm thinking about using a spoon to dribble some colors in there. That wasn't very long. I have straw spoons. They're on my Amazon link. I'm just going to mix up. I'm going to make my dirty sky right on the canvas. And I have some gray, and I have some leftover silver from some point in time. So I'm going to just keep making a puddle until I'm ready to do something else. Little restaurant containers keep paint indefinitely. That was a gray from Modern Masters from Hobby Lobby that I added both dioxazine purple and some Prussian blue to. And I am going to risk some 2-day-old paint. I think I'm going to put a little more white right on top of it. And see what happens when I do that. I'm kind of thinking if I mellowed it out, it would be okay. Same with the blue. Let's just try everything. Throw a little purple in there. Well, I will if it'll come out. I think I'm almost done. A little pink up at the top. Alright, so I still need some silver. And I'm still going to put, this time I'm just going to use the Artist Loft. And I don't mind if I lose those colors, because I just basically am experimenting to see what kind of sky I can get. As you can see, I brought an edge catcher, and you may be able to see it is covered with little nubbies from the 12 by 24 inch canvas. Alright, before I go any further, I just don't think that that's going to be enough paint. So I'm going to go for it. Because everything changes when it hits the edge catcher. My turntable's spinning below me. I'm going to rock my edge catcher, and then I'm going to bring that paint right back again. I see there's a bubble or something in there. And as long as I can get this to go all the way across, maybe I'll get it to go down before I try and get it to go up. Looks like I maybe got the amount of paint right. But I might want to keep the paint that I've got there on my edge catcher and use it and fill in above and below so I don't have to change the stripes, because I actually really kind of like them. So I'm going to let that continue to stripe itself over and deposit its extra, because it's absolutely fabulous. It's pretty close to what I had in mind, but I wasn't thinking completely straight about tipping up. I don't really want to change the stripes. I like them. And I've got my paint. I'm going to use my torch. See if there are any bubbles in there, because I saw a couple at least. And if I made it thin enough, then I will be able to put something below without losing everything. Let's go back in the other direction. Not that much flowing. I want to scrape this off, but I also want to use it. So I'm just going right back in the other direction. And not for any other reason than to thin the paint, the layer of paint out, so I can add paint down below. It's coming, it's just really, really slow. And it's also going to take away some of the cool orange color, which is too bad. But then I can put it in at the top or the bottom if I want to. Okay, so we made it to the other side without destroying anything. And now there's less of a layer of paint there. So now it's important. Ooh, I like this in the center. So now it's important to grab, I'm going to grab my smaller spatula. And some of the paint from my edge catcher, just to fill in the top. I don't think, even if I make a slightly different pattern, it's really okay. And I've got plenty of paint if I want to just keep going down from what I've got down there, as long as it is working, in my estimation. And it is. I'm dripping all over all kinds of things though. I'm going to scrape that off before it gets any more. I love that. I'm going to use my paint from the edge catcher to create a different kind of texture. And I might tip it down, hoping that I won't lose too much of everything I love up above. Because if it's the same thickness all the way across, one hopes that it will flow at the same rate down and not create too many humps. So I'm going to use this paint to create what I was thinking of as my ocean. And it's working pretty well because it's not too dark and it's not too light. I am going to let it fill in on the edges. And if it looks cool enough, maybe I'll just swipe it into place, and I want that paint. That to fill in up there. With this right here. I'm wondering what I could add, and maybe I am thinking, good thing too. I'm thinking that I've got some Amsterdam white if I want to create some cells. I'm still liking all of the paint that I've got on my edge catcher, and I could put it on one side and try and flow it across. Those look like they might be rock formations reflecting the sunlight or the sky. So I'm just going to keep putting paint on there. Off of my edge catcher. Part of me thinks I could have put it in the middle. Let's see what happens when I swipe. Yeah, I lose all my colors. So I'm definitely better off to try and tip at least briefly until I discover that that's not going to work either. I don't think I'm even in your peripheral right there. Love my stripes though. Absolutely. I've got paint over here, I've got paint over there, I've got drips everywhere. So let's try one of my little tools. And what I happen to like. Did I shake that? Is it open even? It looks to be not open, but when I cut the bottle tops off, sometimes I get lucky and an entire plug pulls out at once. That wasn't supposed to be plugged because it had an upholstery tack in it. And I think the plug is now in the bottle. So I'm going to take, there goes one. I squeeze them and forget. That's some color shifting. This is some electric blue. I'm really nervous right now. I don't know why. I want everything. I want to practice. I want to try, give it a shot at the bottom. That's dioxazine purple. And I'm going to use some turquoise, which is mostly Floetrol, unless I shake it up. I want some more turquoise, but the emerald green is right in front of me, so I'm going to go for that. I'm just going to grab a bunch of colors until I decide to stop. Let's see what happens. Because I could swipe those colors in. Yep, we're not losing anything at the top, but it's important that I bring back that edge catcher because I'm just about to pour a whole bunch of paint from that spot here. Let's see if it'll go up. I think I want to put it all the way up there. Let's just go for everything and take what we get and like it. Yeah, right. I can always add more of whatever I like. I have some color shifting purple. Let's use a little bit more of that emerald green color shift. I kind of want to scrape it all up and let it go again. It could be a mistake. Or I could just mix it all up and see what happens. Let some of it go over the edge. Get ready, steady. I'm nervous. I am. I'm really nervous. I always say go the wrong way first. How far can we get it to go? I'm going to try and bring that around so you can see. Take any of my colors that I need to go on the edge and use them. Now I could make a two-tone area. I love that my sky isn't moving. I want to take a skewer. I wonder if I have a clean one anywhere. Probably not. And see what I can do. See what the effect is of just moving the paint that I have into place with the skewer. Because I can, sort of thing. Same as my book. First book I wrote because I can, and the second book is called Unlimited Possibilities, and they are both on the Linktree link for Amazon. And if you shop for anything there, starting on my link, you help me out. And I kind of like this. The one side with sharper, reflective looking lines, and the other side with more color, or this side has more color and sharp lines. This side is more muted and spread out. But even after I do this, I might still be able to tip it. I kind of doubt it. I'm going to grab some of this paint I see here because it's still paint and it's the color of the sky, even though some of it's a little funky. Paint will still flow to paint. If I want something in the distance, like this could be an island here, I got to think about what I might want to do. And I think what I'm going to do is give myself an application it's leaving my bottle in the way. This time I don't believe that I am inclined to use any cell activator at all. I don't care if I don't have any cells. I will still torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint, and I will still attempt to remove anything that looks like it is something that does not belong. In this case, that's probably residual texture, except for that. That worked. There we go. Well, I'm happy with that. I think that's gorgeous, and I don't think I want to do anything else to it, but you can't trust me. See a little canvas texture and I want to cover it. I don't mind if I use whatever paint residual is on the skewer. I may even want to put something darker in there again, but I'm not sure it's important because I really do like it just the way it is. But I am going to do it. Okay. I've got 2 minutes, so if you like what I do, please share. I'm going to blow that around with a straw because that's going to spread it out better. Excuse me. Get my bottle out of the way. The skewer I picked has a big curve in the bottom, so I have some control. Looks like islands in the distance or mist. There. I'm not sure how much you'll see of this. So turn your tablet sideways. No. I've got paint on my edge catcher that needs to go somewhere else. I don't really need it. I will torch really quickly. Tell you guys, please I have a thumbs up. If you check my end screen in the last 20 seconds of the video, you'll find an exhibition video that will share with you the prizes for the monthly drawing that comes up at the beginning and end of the month. I draw the name on the last day or the first day and let you guys know soon after that. I've been wanting to have a more white sky for a long time. Not sure what I'll do about that. That's part of the canvas texture. I am really happy with this. Thank you guys for being here so much. Please check out my community board for tomorrow's video. Know that I have over 2,200 videos, so if you can't find something and you'd like to have something, just know I have them all organized by topic and genre. And if you want to look for them, they're under playlists, all playlists, creative playlists. I've got exactly 1 minute left, and I'm going to be doing this again because that was fun. I'm going to turn it your way. You won't probably see every bit of it, but you'll see most of it, and you'll see it in the thumbnail. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Shop my link tree, would you? Look for pixels.com, Find Out America, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links. My Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Appreciation Group for Students. My Amazon link has my 2 books on it. I think I'm zoomed out as far as I can go, but I'm gonna try and zoom in on some of those beautiful colors. I'm so glad I used those colors in the bottom. All right, you guys. I'm sure I forgot to tell you something, but if you watch another video, you'll indubitably find it. I love you guys. I think I told you that 3 times now. My email address is below the link tree. Should you be interested in purchasing an artwork or scheduling a class at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I will see you guys anon. Bye for now. This is Priscilla.